I am here on my website that I created on Google Sites. It's about the GPS innovation and how people use it in their everyday lives and how it has impacted our lives, and how much better it is than paper maps for some reasons and not so much for other reasons, and I'll explain that in my video. So this is my banner I created. This is my logo, and this is my background, and this is the GIF I created on easygif.com. And let's see, let's go down here and I will explain a little bit about GPS here. I believe global positioning systems are a much easier and convenient way of getting around today than using the old paper maps. However, there is a certain spying aspect to the GPS which the old maps do not feature. For instance, in order for GPS to work, satellites need to map out images of cities, towns, and neighborhoods. Satellites have the technology to peer right into our living room, as discussed here. This capability reminds me of Big Brother in George Orwell's 1984. This is a website. Satellite video maps let anyone spy like the CIA. So there you go. Have fun with that. Okay. Now, let's go to my other page. Off my home page to my purpose page. Indicate the name of the innovation and provide a clear description of its intended purpose, such as the problem that the innovation solved, the opportunity that the innovation created, or the discovery that the innovation made possible. The name of my innovation is called the Global Positioning System. Its intended purpose is to help you navigate routes without a paper map. The GPS solved the problem of not having real-time traffic rerouting due to construction and new roads being built. It is also easier than reading a paper map while driving on a road trip. I created this video to explain how a global positioning system is better to use than the old-fashioned paper road maps because GPS has the course already mapped out for you and can reroute you if there are construction sites or changes in topographical road patterns. So here we go.
Is your overall view of a GPS navigational system?
I think it's easier to get around. If there's construction, it will reroute you so you don't get caught up in it. Whereas the old-time physical maps, you can't do that. However, I used to enjoy road maps because it's an adventure plotting your own course. But overall, I think the GPS is much, much better.
We are using the GPS to get to McCormick and Schmidt Steakhouse for our Memorial Day dinner. And as you can see, we have a highlighted route, and we are continuing on it.
5 miles, exit right, then keep right.
And there is my GPS video. I also created a survey about GPS, and I put it on my Facebook page and had my friends respond to 5 certain questions about it. Explain a benefit and or harmful effect of the innovation. A harmful effect the GPS can produce is the fact that you can be tracked where you are going via satellites, which is Orwellian in nature. Explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, and or culture. An impact I believe has occurred as GPS has taken away the opportunity to create your own route of travel, eliminating the fun of creating your own adventure. Death by GPS has become the label park rangers apply to the sad consequences of tourists' mindless reliance on the global positioning system, now in many vehicles and smartphones navigation systems. Indicate one field other than computer science which this innovation has impacted or has the potential to impact. Describe the impact. One field GPS has impacted is the military. When I was in field artillery, we would use a Defense Advanced GPS Receiver, or DAGA for short, to navigate through the woods and any other terrain to find waypoints and final destinations. Another field GPS has impacted is how to track animal behavior in the wild. This graph shows how smartphones have made these other devices less useful. This is the chart that I got my responses from with my GPS survey from my Facebook friends. This is their age range, and this is the frequency on which they used it. Describe how a user interacts with the innovation. A user interacts with the GPS by plugging it into a cigarette lighter outlet in a car or truck, thus turning the unit on for use. He then types in an address in a city or town, then selects Done and waits for the maps to acquire satellites to his desired route. The GPS then guides him to his destination by using a highlighted arrow. Describe in detail how the innovations technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas of abstraction, algorithms, programming, and/or the internet to accomplish its purpose. The innovations technology incorporates satellites in order to accomplish its purpose. A GPS receiver must be locked onto the signal of at least 3 satellites to calculate a 2D position. With 4 or more satellites in view, the receiver can determine the user's 3D position. Describe how the innovation consumes data, produces data, and/or transforms data. The GPS consumes data as input from satellites in space and produces data in the form of roads, maps, and waypoints. Describe at least one data storage concern, data privacy concern, or data security concern related to the innovation. One privacy concern is that every destination I choose to input into the device is recorded by our government and can track my every movement and use it against me in a court of law. Okay, these are my references. Now this explains what a GPS is. It is a satellite-based navigation system made up of a network of 24 satellites. Now, I created my website by following the template that Google Sites offered. The difference between using Google Sites versus using HTML and CSS to create a website is that Google Sites is in the foreground and I didn't have to start making a website from scratch as in HTML format. I have more control and flexibility with HTML and CSS to personalize my website. My Google site is stored on the server hosted by Google Sites. My website can be accessed by using HTTP to transfer web page data from the web server to the browser. My website is edited by clicking on the edit page icon and making changes to the HTML tag. I also change the theme by clicking on themes, colors, and fonts. I made my logo by accessing an open source image from the web, and then I layered it to my banner using Pixlr. I made my banner in Pixlr. I made my animation on a website called imageflip.com. I created a survey using Google Forms and put it on my Facebook page and had several friends take the survey. This is the video interview I recorded using an Android smartphone and edited it using YouTube Video Editor and published it through YouTube. Yeah, I know we did. For more information, visit my website,